I'm meteorologist Joe Winters. Thanks for joining us. We are going to chat a little bit as we move through now our Wednesday afternoon about that severe storm chance that we've been talking about across eastern Iowa that develops as we head through the end of this week. Again, the severe weather chance we're talking about happens on Friday. That's when we are going to see that threat for some very strong storms to move through. So let's kind of give you some idea. First of all, the severe threat, what we know and what we're watching. First of all, as far as what we know right now, we do know that the ingredients are certainly coming together for strong to severe storms. Again, the time frame on this, Friday afternoon and Friday evening. These will be very fast-moving storms once they do develop. Working on the track of the storm, where is that low going to set up? That's going to determine where the best chance for the severe storm development. The speed of the low will determine when those storms develop, and as close as we are to the low, it'll determine what type of severe weather we get. Will it be some discrete storms with tornadoes to start and then form into a line, or will it more be a line of thunderstorms moving through with some strong winds as well as hail in all the storms? Now, what should you do right now? First of all, make sure you have multiple ways to receive those warnings. Make sure your weather radio has a fresh battery in it. Make sure your weather app, the KCRG TV9 First Alert Weather app, is set up to follow you and have notifications given to you, because it will follow you wherever you are and bring you all the severe weather information. And stay up to date on the latest forecast. We'll be updating this, of course, as we move through the next couple of days as that threat comes closer. Here's the setup for tonight. Very, very quiet right now. We've got an area of high pressure across the area, no weather problems tonight. And for Thursday, no problems at all in the sense of a severe threat, but as a warm front lifts off to the north, that's what's going to trigger some isolated or scattered showers and storms as we move through our Thursday. That would be afternoon, evening, nighttime hours. They do look more garden variety and non-severe. So that is kind of the setup. Now you simply look at the winds, and you can see we are going to have a strong storm in the area. Thursday, Friday, Saturday we're concentrating on, but even Sunday some strong winds. All those wind gusts greater than 30. That's sustained wind. That's not taking into account any thunderstorms that would develop or move across the area. So certainly the winds will be strong. Southeast Thursday bringing in the moisture. Southerly on Friday, the head of the cold front, and quickly as that front passes through back to the northwest on Saturday, that'll also bring some pretty big temperature changes across eastern Iowa. On the wide view, we do have a stormy setup on Friday. As we begin the day, that area of low pressure will move into areas of northwest Iowa, and it looks like a strong flow of southerly air will be with us. That's going to bring warm and relatively humid air into eastern Iowa. We need the humid air for sure to be around. That warmth, of course, gives us instability. Dew points likely in the upper 50s to near 60 degrees, so it's going to be a noticeably different feeling day as that develops. We have the cold front in place off to the west and the low pressure system in the state. That low will help provide some spin in the atmosphere. That cold front provides some lift, and you put that all together, the thunderstorms will develop. And it does look like that severe threat extends across all of eastern Iowa, back into Illinois, Missouri, as well as areas of Wisconsin if you are planning on doing some traveling. Let's break it down a little bit closer to home for you. Look at those ingredients. Again, we're talking about that same time frame, Friday afternoon and evening. There's your moisture. Your dew point's greater than 50, and you can see that's across much of the TV9 viewing area. Need that for that instability in the atmosphere as well, and certainly that moisture will be with us with those high dew points around the area. Also, we take a look at these surface winds. They're blowing in almost directly from the south. Strong winds as well, as we can see. That will be across eastern Iowa. The stronger winds do extend west of Interstate 35, but it looks like the majority of this severe weather outbreak as it stands right now will be east of Interstate 35, and again, that's targeting the TV9 viewing area. As we move up in the atmosphere, the mid-level winds are more from the southwest, so we're getting some turning winds with height. That's wind shear going in two different directions. That adds energy to the storms as well, and that spin is what can create those thunderstorms that eventually can produce tornadoes. So mid-level winds, certainly, again, strong out of the southwest. You put it all together and you look at the instability, it's there as well. Highest as we move through the afternoon, beginning from near Tama over toward Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Iowa City, and Washington. That instability then moves to the east as that front moves through. So again, South of Decorah all the way through eastern Iowa really looks like the area that probably will see the best chance for some of these storms. In fact, this is what the latest Storm Prediction Center put out. As you can see, an enhanced risk from Charles City, Prairie du Chien, all the way down to the south. I think this probably could be shifted a little farther east and a little farther toward the north to include more of southern areas of Wisconsin, but that still includes all of the TV9 viewing area. And again, at this point, all threats are available to us. Tornadoes, damaging winds, large hail could be present in these storms as they move through. So you really do need to be ready as this storm system pushes into eastern Iowa. As far as some storm safety, let's take a look at that. What do you do when these storms move in? Always a good reminder, especially with our severe weather outbreak, the first one of the season likely. Go to the lowest level of whatever structure you're in. Get under something sturdy. Grab your bike helmet. Put it on. That's going to protect you if there's any flying debris around the area. Cover yourself with blankets, pillows, towels. Avoid windows, doors, and outside walls. If you have no basement, a small interior room, of course, is the best place for you to be. Now, we take a look at where you can find safe shelter in a home, and indeed, there are some good spots to be. Preferred spots, of course, would be as you get into the basement, lowest level. Also, you can get into a hallway, stairs. If you don't have a basement available to you, a bathroom, a closet, try to stay away from outside walls and windows. But again, overall, the safest place to be is, as we mentioned, somewhere in the lower level, in the basement, under something sturdy, preferably, once again, as we take a look, that would be in a basement, under something sturdy, maybe under the stairs. That could be a good spot as well as that storm system pushes through. Now let's give you a little timing on the storms as they move across the area. And we're looking at, again, with Pinpoint Futurecast, kind of going ahead, and we're just going to move into our Friday. And you'll notice that we do have, once again, the area of low pressure moving in. Here comes Thursday. There's the scattered area and scattered nature of the showers and storms. But then, as we move through Friday morning early, we have some scattered areas of showers and storms, kind of a quiet period, and then the afternoon moves in. Here comes some clearing. That always is something to watch because that's where we'll see the highest heat, highest dew points start to build. Notice those thunderstorms start to build across the area as we move through the afternoon. There's your 3 o'clock picture. In this case, Charles City, Waterloo, near Vinton, back toward Tama. Some of those strong storms are with us, and they continue to push across all of eastern Iowa by about 6 to 9 o'clock. So it really looks like probably from 3 to 9 o'clock is the time frame that these storms will move through as we take a look at Pinpoint Futurecast. And again, we'll have to watch very carefully to see what type of severe weather will move through as those storms continue to progress across the area. Let's see, any questions? I don't see any questions coming in right now. Again, it's a few days away. It's something we're certainly going to continue to watch very, very carefully. As far as the ingredients for severe weather, they are all coming together as we mentioned. There's your severe weather checklist. We have the shear. We talked about that, which is, again, gives us the wind energy. The spin of the wind as well gives us that possibility of seeing rotating storms. We also are looking at lift in the atmosphere, that cold front helping to lift that warm and unstable air into higher in the atmosphere, and the quicker it rises, the stronger those storms can be. Then, of course, we have the instability with the unstable air in place. Those dew points, as we said, getting into the upper 50s and lower 60s. That also indicates some moisture in the air that we'll have to continue to watch as well as that storm moves through. I want to give you one more look at some timing as these storms, again, continue to push through. I do want to stress, as we move through our Thursday, it's pretty quiet. Afternoon, evening hours, a scattering of showers and storms possible as that warm front is in the area. Friday morning could start with some scattered showers, and that could be around as we head toward the midday hours as well. Now you watch, here we go, probably by about noon, maybe we start to see some storms potentially forming just to the west of Interstate 35, but then getting into that most unstable air as we move through the afternoon. This would indicate some storms from Oskaloosa up through Charles City by about 2. As we head toward Independence and Manchester, 3 to 4 o'clock, same in Cedar Rapids, Dubuque as well, probably between 4 and 6, moving out by 9 o'clock through the entire TV9 viewing area, and then progressing off toward the west. Behind this system, some very strong northwest winds are expected. That will really cool us down as we head into our Saturday once again. Now, take one more look again at our severe weather threat, and you're going to see this updated as we get more information from the Storm Prediction Center. But I think, again, the main threats across eastern Iowa, all modes of severe weather certainly possible. That does include the possibility of tornadoes, damaging winds, and large hail. Right now, again, for you to prepare, just make sure you are ready for the potential for severe weather to move through. Make sure you have your weather radio ready, your phone ready with the First Alert Weather app to, again, receive those warnings, and just kind of be prepared. And that's what we have to do now. We'll continue to watch it. Stay up to date on the latest forecast. We'll give you updates on timing, of course, as we get closer. Remember, tonight's pretty quiet. It's not till Friday that we're expecting the severe weather. Once again, thanks for joining us, and we'll be updating you again as we move through the coming days on the severe weather threat across all